I moved in for the architecture because I thought it was an amazing place to live with lots of nice outdoor space. What I didn't expect was the community.
It's so easy to just come out into the courtyard in the summer and sit out here and have an impromptu barbecue, kind of share food.
You find details everywhere, the door handles, the crystal door handles, the wood floors, the arches.
People would say this all the time, it felt like a secret garden, like a total little oasis in like vibrant Capitol Hill.
It's a challenging space too, right? Because it's a challenge to have a front door that's entirely glass, but then it also creates a little frame. You see people coming and going, you see the life being lived. It's that kind of thing where the proof is in the pudding. The building is designed to build community, and it just does that.
The Quinta Apartments, it was built in 1927, and it was built by developer Frederick Anhalt, who some may know. He was very much known for his 1920s apartment buildings. The La Quinta is more unique because the style is what we call Spanish eclectic.
It started because we learned that the building was going up for sale, and because they own the two houses next to this building, we had nightmares of a giant apartment complex or something like that. So none of us really knew how to do it. So Samantha had started on some links and connecting with people. They put us in contact with Eugenia, and so we could have a way to know how to do this.
Once we saw the property and how special it was, Historic Seattle decided that it was something that was very much worth our efforts to help. We were able to find the funding within our budget to have a nomination prepared. And it's kind of neat to see how people have kind of come out of the woodwork to help save it.
I grew up on 17th and Denny. This is my dad's building. I learned to bike down this street here. I remember crashing into a bush down that way. It was a very sort of integrated environment. The fact that my dad owned it, there was a couple mixed couples. It feels similar. It still has like a Capitol Hill feel to it. I mean, I think the gentrification has kicked in. There definitely used to be, I think, more black folks around here. Yeah, so I grew up in 9, and that was my bedroom. I left this building, when I was 7, had no connection to it, but just from living in Capitol Hill, making friends, and came to find people that have lived here again. And I think it's that kind of place where people kind of knit together pretty quickly. So
I just want to kind of go over some of the process and the next steps and then what to expect.
So February 3rd is the hearing with the Seattle Landmarks Board.
Are you planning on all doing verbal comments, or some of you might do written, or both? Or
it's not always clear cut, so I'm a little nervous.
And definitely work in what a benefit it is during this pandemic too, right? To have this space.
So much to say.
The residents were great because they were excited. They wanted to participate and help somehow, and so they all had different skill sets on their own. And one of the residents quickly created a really nice website, which is awesome. Another resident is a graphic designer, so she created the Viva La Quinta logo and the poster, and so it all kind of came together really well.
Several times we've talked about trying to make this happen as a community, but not really knowing how to go about it. So I think this time it seems like with all the support we're getting that it's possible.
As an architect, it's really nice to hear when it feels like architecture actually has an effect on community, and I think in this place it obviously does with the community support.
I move that the board approve the nomination.
I second the motion.
Approve.
Approve.
I approve.
I approve.
I approve.
I approve.
And I also approve.
We did it. Cheers. Congratulations. Yay.
I've been here 17 years, and it's not just a certain group of people. It's whoever lives here. So that's pretty amazing that it keeps kind of fostering the same sort of community and interaction.
The space creates community. So, I mean, I don't know a single person in the city that has that in the way that La Quinta has that.
Moving here showed me how important architecture is. Now I really appreciate how buildings actually move people through space, how they bring people together or keep people apart, how negligent design can just, through no fault of its own, squash community, and something really intentionally designed like this can build it.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or get video on demand and podcast anytime at seattlechannel.org.